Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Wing Liang, the Aragon watch designer. And it's very exciting to me again. Usually our second half of the year, we're gonna debut majority of our signature timepieces. So just a few weeks ago, we launched the Aragon Anti-Gravity Automatic Tourbillon. And now is the time to show you our latest, the C Charger. Now, the C Charger, I know you've seen it before, the second generations. So we did a lot of updating to the design on the case and the bracelet. But this is the next level up of the C Charger. What we have is the Meteorite dial. And then this is our first time for the C Charger, we're using the Ronda R150 Swiss Automatic into the collection. So what we're having when we get close to the watch, I'm going to show you the details. Not only we're going to do Meteorite, we're going to do Swiss Automatic, and also in the higher collection, we also have the titanium Damascus. So what they call in the industry is called a Timascus, which is really, really cool. And let's come in and let's do the specs, and I'll show you all the details about the design. Okay, so what we have is the C Charger. All right, so now we only made it in one size, which is 50 millimeter. Yes, I know as soon as we start posting pictures and you start seeing the YouTube videos, a lot of watch enthusiasts, they'll be like, Wayne, come on, man. Why you only made one size? All right, so we're also preparing another collection in the 45 millimeter with the same executions, with the Meteorite dial, with the Ronda R150, and also the Timascus Bezel insert. So, all right, let's strictly focus on the C Charger. All right, so we are going to debut two different executions. All right, so I'm going to get the screwdriver. So the first one, okay, is the Damascus with the bezel insert. Okay, over here is the identical watch with the stainless steel bezel. All right, so let's come in over here and let's just talk about this watch first. We are going to have 4 different colors. Okay, the heat treated blue not only is on the bezel insert, it's also doing it on the dial. Okay, this is the Meteorite dial. If we want to be more specific, if I can pronounce it correctly, is Mona Lisa Meteorite dial. Okay, so over here, the second one, this is the natural color, which is like whatever the color comes out. This is how it is. I think you might be able to easier to see the pattern of the Damascus combined with the titanium. Okay, you can see the pattern of the metal, how they layer another layer of the material, the steel, which is really incredibly beautiful. If we can see it in the if you can see it in person, you see how the Meteorite, the striation is like a straight lines and horizontal line or whatever. But if you can see the Damascus in the titanium, it's like layer of steel on top of one another. See every single one. What's interesting about this, not only the Meteorite dial, what I also found interesting to myself is every single piece. Okay, they're all different. The patterns are all different. So I hate to say this, is let's say you're able to collect all 4. So basically you're buying all 4 different watches and they all look different. I think that's really, really cool. Like, for example, if this was in the Sunray dial, right, that you have seen in the regular version, whether you get yellow, blue, or red, they all look identical. But with the Meteorite and the Timascus bezel insert, each one is different. So we have the heat treated blue, we have the natural, and let me show you the gold. Okay, let's come into the gold. You see how the natural had vertical pattern? With the gold has horizontal pattern, and each line is completely different. This line is wider than this, and then it's different all around. And then you see the striation of the Meteorite dial. It's also very, very different in each one of that. And then let's go look at the copper. We like to call this the copper because it's the color is very similar to the copper color, but it's slightly, I would say it has a slightly rose color to it too as well. So anyway, this is C charger, and then I want to show you the details of this watch. So you can, if you remember, I'm gonna pick this up. Okay, so what we have is sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, the 4 o'clock crown, the date window, and you can see the chapter ring. Okay, and if you are able to see the cutout, so each one of the R index is positioned at the R location, right? But if you can see how deep, how thick the R index is, I think these are extra details. And then you can see the minute imprint on the chapter ring. You can see the hands. Okay. Now, are you able to see all that details? Very, very nice. And the finish on the copper and the gold are being done in matte finish. Oh, well, anyway, I should say that. All of these are being done in matte finish. How we are able to make the dial like a matte finish instead of shiny. Okay, so it's a lot easier to tell the time, and you're able to see more patterns and details of each one of the dial. Okay, so these are limited edition. Okay, these are all limited edition, whether you get the Timascus bezel insert or the stainless steel version, each one of this, they are limited edition. And I'm going to say this again, is 4 colors: copper, gold, natural, and heat treated blue. All right. So let me show you the bracelet and the exhibition case back. Let me see if I can open it up and show it to you. All right. You see how the Ronda R150 with 25 jewels. Okay. The rotor wind bi-directional. Okay. To power up the movement. Did I mention it's 28,800 vibration per hour? Okay, so basically what it means is if you're new to watches, so the balance wheel rotates left and right, okay, at a speed of 28,800 vibration per hour. I think, which is very, very cool. It makes the second hand run very, very smoothly. You can see that. I don't know which one is your favorite color. I think each one of them are so unique. I know a lot of you will have, it is going to be a hard decision to choose which one to get because they're all so beautiful. I mean, I wish you were here in front of, in our showroom where you can just pick each one of the watch up and stare at the dials, and then you'll be like, wow, this is pretty. But I know, but some of you have to make a decision to just get one, right? Let me show you about the bracelet. Okay, let me pick up the blue, or let's do the natural, because I want to pay attention to all of the watches. So if you haven't got one of our Aragon Allen screw, okay, you can also go to a hardware store. You can find this. And I think we have this in the accessories, on our website under the accessories. And I don't know how much they are. Probably like $9-10 each. You see how it's well fitted. Okay. So my suggestion is, let me move this out. So you can buy 2 of this from us or from a hardware store, or you can just get one. And then the other side is you get a flat nose plier and then hold it steady to avoid scratching them. Okay. You can put a piece of tape to cover up the screw so you won't scratch the bracelet or the Allen screw. So so I think it was very clear how to do it. So I'm just going to show it to you like this, for example. Let me see if I can do it, because these are all screwed very tight. Oh, there you go. I'm able to do it, because usually standing up is not as easy as sitting down. All right, so you see this? All right, and then I'm going to pull this out. So this is also very important for everybody to understand. This is a stainless steel bar with stainless steel screws. and each one of the screw has the knurling. Okay, so these are extra detail that we put into the watch, where it's going to cause us extra to do. So and now I want to show you the glide lock. Okay, so you can see it's a 4-button glide lock, and these are limited edition. So I want to emphasize this: they're not they're limited edition to 66 pieces per color execution. Okay, so we're gonna do something different than before. We've always been doing 50 pieces for our limited edition, but this one here is 66 pieces. All right, so now what I also want to show it to you is, you see how interesting the bracelet is constructed together, right? Let's look at this. So they're not a flat link. It is shaped like the shape of a number 8. Where I found the inspiration to design this bracelet, it came from the motorcycle chain. Okay, and the previous collection had 14 links. So this one we made it into 5 individual links. So let me take this apart and I'll show you how to put it back together. Let's just say you remove links to size down, to your wrist size, right? So what you do is, if I'm able to do it, I hope I can do it in front of the camera. So you see this, right? And then I'm just gonna go back. Oop. All right, let me do it like this, because I have a band-aid on my thumb, so it doesn't make it as easy to do it. All right, so what I did, use an Allen screwdriver, and then just turn it back in. That is it. You see how easy it is to size your own bracelet? You can do it. I mean, if you're handy and you have the right tool, you'll be able to do it. You can save a lot of money doing it. And make sure after you size the bracelet, check each one individually. Make sure they're all tight. Do not overturn it, because you might break it, because we're a lot stronger than than the watch. Okay, want to show you the back. This is limited edition to 66 pieces. By the way, what you're seeing on your channel, these are all prototypes. So what you see on the Caseback is not the description in the back is not going to be the production one. And you can also see what I want to show you from the back is the exhibition case, with the movement, and then the Aragon blue rotor decoration. I know I spoke a lot about the Timascus Bezel insert. Let's just come and I will show you. Let me switch the watches around, and I want to show you the regular stainless steel bezel. Okay, and I want to point out the difference. Okay, I want to point out the difference between the two. Not only it is stainless steel bezel, but also if you look at the Timascus bezel insert, is a flat bezel, okay, versus the stainless steel is a concave in reverse bezel. Can everybody see it? The details? All right, so let's go back. So what we have here is both watches are identical in size, and I forgot to show you the crown design. Very cool. Green loom glows green. The bezel is also white loom glows green. And the hands and the R index, they all are white loom glows green. All right. I don't know which one you're going to pick. I certainly love them all. I love all the colors. I know I say that because people always ask my opinion, that I'm very happy to share with everyone, like which one I like. And I always have a hard time telling and sharing with everyone, like, which is your favorite design? Which is your favorite color? It's really hard, right? Because I love them all. I love all my design. I spent a lot of time. I spent the last 30 years designing watches. If some of you just started to follow Aragon brand and myself, let me give you a brief history of my history. So I never went to design school. And I learned about watches through manufacturing. I learned about watches from 30 years ago, going to the factories. And that's how I learned about making watches, designing watches. And I never went to horology school to learn about fixing movements or anything about movement. I learned movements through visiting the Swiss companies, the Japanese companies, and the Chinese companies. And I also learned about watches through our watchmaker in-house. I go to our clean room and then I start learn just like most of the, all the watchmakers. I started out learning from 6497, the Unitas, which is a hemline, which is one of the big movement, but simplest movement. So if you know what I'm talking about, the 6497. So I started from that first. And then the next one I was learning is the automatic movement, which is, the Seiko NH35 or the Miyota AN, the AN24, which is skeleton. So that's how I learned about movements. And I know just a little bit. I know how to fix them. I understand the theory. So that's my background. So I never went to watch design school. I never went to horology school. I learned it by visiting factories and taking the watch movement apart and being taught under my watchmaker. So that's my background. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's such a pleasant experience to be able to do what I enjoy to do every day. I know there's a lot of Aragon supporters out there. They truly love our brand. And we're definitely is one of, I would say, a micro brand because we don't build a lot of watches, but I would say we're a small company, small watch company. We're very proud because we're able to do a lot of things that big companies can do. We have tourbillon movements, we have Swiss movements, we have Seiko movements, and in the past we've modified some of the automatic movements and put them in our watch designs. And we certainly have new designs coming out every month. A lot of micro brands, they have different strategies, but our strategies are to make high quality watches at an affordable price, right? So everybody can enjoy what we enjoy as well. And that's our philosophy. And I don't know if I could say it correctly. Usually people would assume quality with high price tag, right? When they see a watch that is 5,000, 10,000, with a lot of advertising, they would say like, "Oh man, that's quality, right? Because you pay a lot of money." But what if I tell you that we're building something very similar at an affordable price? You wouldn't believe it. Most people don't believe it until you try one of our watches. Okay, so thanks again. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. And we're gonna launch the video first, and in a couple of weeks, most likely, we're gonna launch this collection in early September. Okay, this is our what we're planning, but maybe it comes sooner. Okay, so the video will come out before our debut dates. All right. I think I cover everything. So if I didn't, so let me repeat again. So this is the C charger, okay, limited edition to 66 pieces per color execution. Okay, so there will be 66 of each one, okay? And this is also a Ronda movement R150 Swiss automatic, 28,800 vibration per hour. The approximate power reserve time is about 40 to 42 hours and 25 joules. And also the watch is professional dive grade. You can go swimming and scuba dive with this watch. Sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, Meteorite dial. Okay, the one you're looking at is titanium Damascus combined together bezel insert. Okay, all right. I think we're gonna stay for another 5-10 second so you can see the loom shots. And I will see you next time. Thank you.